Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, who is most gracious and most merciful. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Wishing you a very safe and sound day. It's your lecture number 13 here. Today we are going to start our new unit number 3. And in today's lecture, our topics are reading of the poem, try again, and explanation of the poem. And second one, we will discuss the summary of the poem. You may see the title page of your poem, try again, of your textbook on screen. And you too open your books on page number 28. First, we will read this poem, and then we will paraphrase and translate and explanation of this poem. Now, see, the text of your poem is, it's a lesson you should heed. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Then your courage should appear, for if you will persevere, you will conquer, never fear. Try again. Once or twice though you should fail, if you would at least prevail, try again. If we strive, it's no disgrace, though we do not win the race. What should you do in that case? Try again. The last stanza is, if you find your task is hard, try again. Time will bring you your reward, try again. All that other folk can do, why with patience should not you? Only keep this rule in view, try again. This poem has 3 stanzas. First, we will see in your first stanza what the poet is saying. And while reading your poem, you have taken a notice that there is a repetition of one sentence, try again, try again, try again. I want to tell you at the start of the poem that it is the message of this poem. The poet wants to convey us this message that if we want to be successful in our life, we should adopt this rule that try again. Very first line is, it is a lesson you should heed. The poet is saying that I'm going to teach you a lesson, and this lesson is very important. You should heed means you should pay attention towards my lesson. That is, try again. कि बार बार कोशिश करें. If at first you don't succeed, the poet is saying that in your first attempt, if you are a failure, then it makes no difference. You should try again. Then your courage should appear. You should show your courage. You should show your determination. You should show your steadfastness. For if you will persevere, because he is saying that if you will remain persistent, you will see, if you will continue your hard work, you will see that you will be successful. You should not be afraid of failure. You should try again and again. It is the meaning, it is a paraphrase of your first stanza. And now we will see the explanation of this stanza, that what the poet is saying in this stanza. In this poem, the poet highlights the importance of constant hard work. If we fail in our first attempt, we should not lose heart. We should continue working till we achieve our aim. The message of the poem is try again. The poet says that we should always keep this message in our mind. It's a very important message. We should pay attention towards this message, and we should keep this message in our mind, that if by chance we fail in our first attempt, we should not lose heart. Rather, we should make better efforts to succeed. We should be determined and steadfast in our efforts without any fear of failure. If we continue our efforts, if we keep on our hard work, we shall certainly succeed in aim. This is the explanation of the first stanza. The poet is giving us message of try again in this stanza, and he will continue giving this message in other stanzas also. In second stanza, the poet is saying, once or twice though you should fail. Once means एक मरतबा और twice means दूसरी मरतबा, कि एक मरतबा या 2 मरतबा अपना काम हो सकते हैं. if you would at last prevail, try again. कि अगर आप if you would work hard, at last you will be successful. Try again. If we strive, the poet is saying that if we try again and again, it's no disgrace. It's not a dishonor for us. Though we did not win the race, it makes no difference that in our first attempt, in our second attempt, we are failure and we are unable to get the task that we have assigned for ourselves. What should you do in that case? The poet is saying that if you are a failure in any purpose of your life, in any task of your life, it makes no difference. You should continue your hard work, and continuing hard work is not a matter of dishonor. It's the dishonor is in giving up. So everyone should try again. Now, in this stanza, the poet says that we may fail in our efforts once or twice, but if we continue struggling, we will at last succeed. We should not be disappointed, but we should be steadfast in doing our efforts. If we work hard to achieve our aim, it is not a discouraged, it is not a disgrace. What we should do in such a situation is to try again. Again, the message of this stanza is also try again. The situation may be of any type. We may fail first or in our second attempt. We shouldn't lose heart. We should not feel shame in trying again. We should try again and again. Now see, third one and last stanza, the poet is saying, if you find your task is hard, if you are doing any task and you feel that your task is very difficult, very complicated, then too you should try again for it. Time will bring you your reward. If you do hard work for completion of any task, you have to try again and again for it. It makes no difference. One time will come when you will be proved successful. Time will bring you your reward. Your efforts will bring fruits for you. So try again. All that other folk can do, folk means people, वो सब कुछ जो बाकी लोग कर सकते हैं, why with patience should not you? Poet is saying that the work that other people can do, why with patience and steadfastness you cannot do? Only keep this rule in view. The poet is saying that the need of is that you must keep in your mind this rule. You must adopt this rule for being successful, that try again. In the last stanza, the poet says that if you feel that your task is hard, your task is difficult, your task is complicated, and you cannot do it in one effort, in one attempt, you must make another effort. There will be a time when you will receive the reward of your work. You should keep it in mind that if all other people can do their jobs, you can also do your job. You should be persistent in making your efforts. Only keep this rule in mind that you should not be disappointed at all. You should not be afraid of being failure. You should continue working till you succeed in your aim. So everyone really must adopt this rule in life for being successful, that we should try again and again. I hope so that the paraphrase and explanation of the poem is very clear to you. You may see 3 text questions are given in the front of every stanza that we will discuss inshallah when we will discuss our exercise parts. Now you may see the meaning of difficult words of your poem. After comprehension of these words, you will be able to paraphrase your poem or explain your poem. Heed means तवज्जो देना, pay attention. Succeed means कामयाब होना. Courage means हौसला. Appear means सामने आना. Persevere means साबित कदम होना, be persistent. Conquer means फतह हासिल करना, be victorious. Fear means डर. Once means एक मर्तबा. Twice means 2 मर्तबा. दो means अगरचे. Prevail means गालिब आना. Strive means कोशिश करना. Disgrace means रुसवाई, बेइज्जती. Race means मुकाबला, competition. Case means situation, सूरत. Task means any work, any calm. Folk means people, log. Patience means tahammul mizaji, mustaqil mizaji. Rules means asool. And keep in view means madde nazar rakhna. These are the Urdu meanings of all difficult words of your poem. After learning these meanings, you will be able to tell very clearly that in which line the poet is saying what thing. Now you may see summary of the poem on the screen and you may read it carefully, and if you find it easy you may prepare it for yourself, and if you have any other source of learning, any other short summary or easy summary for you, you may prepare summary from that source. Now see, you will read in the summary of the poem again and again that we read in the explanation of our poem, that the universal message of this poem is try again, and the poet is saying that we should never be afraid of being failure. We should keep on our hard work, we should be persistent, we should show our courage, determination, and in this case we will be successful inshallah in every task of your life. In this poem, the poet highlights the importance of continuous work with determination to achieve success in life. Failure is in fact a step towards success. That's why the poet is giving us moral lesson of trying again. He says, if at first you fail, try again. Failure is a teacher. We should learn from our mistakes. The path to glory and success is always full of difficulties. If we fail in our first attempt because of adverse circumstances, we should not give up our struggle. We should act upon Shakespeare's words, many strokes, though with a little axe, hew down and fell the hardest timbered oak. It means that it makes no difference that your task is hard. Your trying again and again will prove you successful one day, and your continuous attempts will bring success for you. The poet says, if we find our task difficult, we should not be afraid of failure. We should not give up our struggle. We should be steadfast in our efforts to achieve success. As Napoleon says, victory belongs to the most persevering. Those people are always successful who continue their hard work, who are persistent in their efforts, who never lose heart. Such people always get success. The poet gives us lesson of perseverance, steadfastness, courage, boldness, and patience. It is not humiliating if we try again and again, but it is an admirable act. As Churchill says, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Okay, what thing is important? Being successful is not important, and it is not an act of dishonor that we continue our hard work. The important thing is the courage to continue our efforts. The universal message of the poem is try again. We must not be discouraged and disappointed if we do not achieve the desired results. Like other people, we can also achieve our goal. That's why it is said, take try again as a rule, because it is a gateway to success. You may see that the sum up of the full poem is that the poet is emphasizing on the message that is very important and very valuable for everyone. If we adopt this rule in our life, we will never be proved failure. That rule is try again. Now in English B, today we will discuss paragraph number 6, that is given on page number 139 of your grammar and composition. These are the difficult words of your paragraph. Some students may find difficulty in writing the English of these words, and I am showing you English of these Urdu words. Miser means कंजूस. You may use parts for the word बटवा. देखा ये तलाशी ली, searched out. मांगा या मुतालबा किया, demanded. पूरे, exact, already, पहले ही. These words are somewhat maybe somewhat new for some students. That's why I have shown you, so that you may learn these words very well. Now this is the paragraph that we have to translate today. एक कंजूस था, एक दफ़ा उसका बटवा गुम हो गया, बटवे में 100 रुपये थे, उसने ऐलान किया जो मेरा बटवा ढूंढ कर लाएगा मैं उसे 10 रुपये दूंगा। एक दिन एक किसान उसका बटवा लेकर आया, कंजूस ने बटवा देखा, उसमें पूरे 100 रुपये थे। जब किसान ने अपना इनाम मांगा तो कंजूस ने कहा मेरे बटवे में 110 रुपये थे, अब सिर्फ 100 हैं, तुम पहले ही 10 रुपये ले चुके हो। You may judge that this paragraph is consisted of more than one tense. That's why we have to identify the tense of every sentence very carefully, and then we will translate the relevant sentences into correct English. Now see the translation of this paragraph. एक कंजूस था, very simple sentence is this. There was a miser. एक दफ़ा उसका बटवा गुम हो गया. The ending, Urdu ending of this sentence is showing that we have to translate this sentence into past indefinite tense. And most of the sentences of this paragraph we will translate into past indefinite tense. And you know the formation method of past indefinite tense, that we use second form of verb with subject. Once एक मरतबा he lost his purse. Lost is second form of lose. Once he lost his purse. उसके बटवे में 100 रुपये थे. Now we are talking about the presence of anything, so we will use there as an introductory subject, and थे is showing that we have to use word in this sentence. There were 100 rupees in the purse. उसने ऐलान किया, again simple past tense. He announced, second form of verb we have used. जो मेरा बटवा ढूंढ कर लाएगा मैं उसे 10 रुपये दूंगा. Now this sentence is first conditional sentence. First conditional sentences are those sentences in which we talk about future possibilities, and we use present tense for the translation of this type of sentences and future indefinite tense. I shall give 10 rupees to him. First part we have translated into future indefinite tense, and next part we will translate into present indefinite tense. I shall give 10 rupees to him who finds and brings the purse to me. Now you may see that this sentence has two parts. One part we have translated into future indefinite tense, and second part we have translated into simple present tense. This is the method of translation of first conditional sentences. एक दिन एक किसान उसका बटवा लेकर आया. One day a farmer came to him with his purse. कंजूस ने अपना बटवा देखा, मतलब कि तलाशी ली. The miser searched out the purse. Again past indefinite tense. बटवे में पूरे 100 रुपये थे. There were exact 100 rupees in it. पूरे means exact. जब किसान ने अपना इनाम मांगा, again past tense. When the farmer demanded his reward, कंजूस ने कहा, the miser said, again simple past tense. Now we will write the words of the miser, so we will translate this sentence into inverted commas. कंजूस ने कहा कि मेरे बटवे में 110 रुपये थे. Again थे, we are talking about presence of rupees in purse, so we will translate it in simple sentence by using word as a helping verb and there as an introductory subject. There were 110 rupees in my purse. अब सिर्फ 100 रुपये हैं. Now they are only 100. 100 रुपये हैं. हैं is showing present tense. That's why we have used are. Now there are only 100 rupees. In it you may also write. Last sentence is तुम पहले ही 10 रुपये ले चुके हो. चुका है, चुकी है, चुके हो, चुके हैं is always ending of present perfect tense. That's why you will translate last sentence of your paragraph in present perfect tense. And you know that in present perfect tense, has and have are the helping verbs, but with plural subject you use the have and third form of verb. That's why you will translate this sentence as you have already taken 10 rupees. तुम पहले ही 10 रुपये ले चुके हो. Like this you will translate this paragraph very carefully. Today your home task is that you have to read your poem very carefully. Then you will learn the summary of your poem from any source of learning, and then you have to prepare English translation of your paragraph number 6. It's time to say you Allah Hafiz. Take good care of you.